Good afternoon, this is student meteorologist Ayana Clemens. Welcome to the Monday edition of FSU Weather. Taking a look outside at Doak, we've got no clouds in the sky and we're sitting at 60, so comfortable weather but maybe cold for you. And pretty much moderate temperatures across the board. We're looking at 60 again here in Tallahassee and as well as Perry. 61 in Cross City, so a little bit warmer down there. But nothing to worry about, and for that radar as well, nothing to worry about as the clouds kind of move their way through on Tuesday. We're going to see less sun than we did today, but it still won't be anything to worry about in that radar. And then we are looking at 36 tonight, so cold temperatures, definitely a lot colder than we've been seeing last week. So keep note of that if you plan on heading out for the weekend, for tonight, for the rest of tonight. And then if we take a look at what we're going to talk about on today's show, about those temps cooling down, we're going to talk about that a little bit, and then the rain on Wednesday and a theme park as well. All this and more on FSU Weather.
Happy Monday, this is student meteorologist Cicely Hammers.
And student meteorologist Oceana Hayden, and we are talking about those colder temperatures that we started feeling today.
Yeah, so first of all, maybe groundhog was
Maybe groundhog was
We
right.
actually had a desk, what was that?
That was last week. We busted his chops because February was supposed to be above average, but this week it looks like here in Florida, at least, we are going to be below average across the state, really, for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we did enjoy those 80s, 70s, and we got snow almost a month ago.
Yeah, it's been almost a month.
And now we're heading back.
Yep, we're getting
those
back
temperatures.
into the 30s this week, and then the following week, and I know Nashville's going to be in the single digits this week too. So
yeah, so
all across
awful.
the area, it's going to be really cold because of this cold front.
Definitely not looking forward to this. I am excited about the rain on Wednesday, though.
Why are you excited?
Because I just need some study time.
I agree.
Rain is my favorite.
Me too.
I absolutely
Honestly,
love it.
I totally agree with that.
I have an exam
Studying in the
Friday,
rain is so much better than
yes.
when it's sunny outside. You feel like you're missing out.
Yes, I feel like I'm missing out, but especially with these colder temperatures and some rain, we're gonna have some study time and downtime to ourselves.
Yes.
So hopefully that'll help a little bit with everyone, but we are gonna take a look closer into Tallahassee and what's going on around.
Thanks, guys. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on here in Tallahassee and what the weather is really looking like. We're again sitting back at 60, beautiful sunset over Doak Campbell Stadium, and then we've got moderate temperatures all across the board. So we've got those mid 50s and low 60s. So definitely bundle up if that's too cold for you, and it's going to be dropping a little bit tonight. And then for that temperature almanac, we're looking at well below our record high, which can be a blessing and a curse. Not too hot, but again, a little bit colder than we've been seeing. And then we're well above our record low, which is nice to see because 18 is very cold and I wouldn't want to be sitting in 18 as well. And along with those temperatures, we're looking at very dry conditions, so very dry dew points all across the board, which is going to be making it feel also a little bit colder in this region as well. And tonight, again, like I was saying, getting very cold down to 36, so bundle up if you head out tonight, maybe for dinner. Grab that extra layer because it's going to be a little bit colder. But we don't have much wind going on, which is nice, so it won't feel too cold. But with that radar, we're seeing a lot of clouds roll in, so definitely keep note of that. And if you look on Wednesday at 11 a.m., we're seeing that severe-ish weather kind of making its way through, so we're going to see a lot of rain like Cicely was talking about on Wednesday, which can be good if you plan on studying. Definitely keep note of that, but it's going to pass through us and we're not going to have anything to worry about towards Wednesday evening, so that will be nice. And speaking of those rain chances, again, like I was saying, on Wednesday we're going to be seeing a lot of rain, and then it's going to dip back down. Those rain chances won't be very high, but then on Sunday we might see some rain move its way back into our area, so keep note of that on Sunday if you plan on making some plans for the weekend. And for the day planner tomorrow, we are seeing it bump up to 62 at 6 p.m., so a little bit warmer, but it's starting at 37 in the morning, so it's going to be chilly if you head to those early morning classes. Definitely layer up. And for those tonight's temperatures, we're seeing, again, colder conditions, a little bit warmer towards the coast, so 44 in Apalachicola, but definitely a little bit colder than we've been seeing, especially in the evening hours. And for tomorrow, we are seeing those temperatures to bump their way back up again, getting to even 67 along the coast and 65, so mid-60s, and definitely a little bit warmer in Perry. We're looking at 70 there, so that'll be our high for tomorrow. And for the week ahead, we're again expecting those rain chances on Wednesday, so definitely keep note of that on Wednesday. If you're heading to class, grab that umbrella. But we're going to see those temperatures kind of dip back down after that rain makes its way through, so definitely going to be a little bit colder in between on Thursday and Friday, but then those temperatures moving their way back up, and we're looking at 70 on Monday. So that's all we have for what's going on locally. But we're going to take things back over with Cicely and tell us what's going on in Florida.
Yeah, so we are going to see colder temperatures around the entire state of Florida, really. And Orlando looking beautiful. Honestly, let me step back. Enjoy that sunset. I'm thinking Jacksonville looks the prettiest right now, but maybe that's just personal opinion, but I'm sure Pensacola is really nice with the beach as well. 56 in Pensacola, 51 in Jacksonville, and we're looking at the 60s in Orlando and Tampa. For Tampa, like I said, it's going to be a little warmer as we get down towards the Key West, West Palm Beach area, and Miami. So 20-degree difference up here, 51 in Jacksonville. We are seeing some colder temperatures around the entire state of Florida, which is going to bring those drier dew points, making it feel drier, and you're going to need some lotion. But we are going to be a little bit more humid towards Key West and Miami, which is going to bring that more moist feeling weather and keep it a little warmer. But we are going to look out for this big story today, Wednesday. We're going to see some isolated storms around the whole area. Jacksonville is going to be affected, Tallahassee affected, Panama City, and we are going to see that move on into the Atlantic Ocean. But it's coming from the northwest, so we're going to keep an eye out for that. But we are going to see a lot of Florida going to be affected by this. So let's take a look at that, actually. We're going to see Pensacola, 100% chance of rain on Wednesday, 55 degrees, and that rain is going to make it feel colder, 47 on Thursday. So keep out for that. And for Jacksonville, we're going to see 80% chance of rain on Wednesday, 58 degrees, and it's going to get a little colder, like I said, just because of that rain chance. And for Orlando, we are going to see 60%, so it's going to get a little bit lower of chances, but still bring your rain jacket, bring your umbrella just in case, and 63 on Thursday. So it's going to be the same story all around with those temperatures dropping on Thursday. However, in Miami, we are going to see that rain chance on Tuesday a little bit earlier. Definitely not the same precipitation chances, so it is going to be a little less and earlier. So keep a lookout for that. 78 in Miami on Thursday. So we are going to see for tonight, really cold up here. You're going to need a coat if you're going out tonight. I mean, Floridians are not built for this kind of weather. I know we had fun in the snow, but there's no snow tonight, unfortunately. So bring a coat. You're not going to have that much fun going outside, so maybe stay in with a book or read, do your homework, anything. But for tomorrow, 68 in Tallahassee, and we are going to be seeing those warmer temperatures in Miami. Key West, like I said, 81. We're still really feeling really hot for February, but we are going to see those temperatures really cool down around the whole Big Bend area and those storms on Wednesday. So please keep a lookout for that. And we are going to take a look at Busch Gardens in Tampa. I am so excited to hear about this, and I wonder if there's any chance of rain.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about our theme park of the week. So this week we're traveling down south. We're going to Tampa to look at Busch Gardens. And for this theme park tomorrow is going to be a really good day to get out there. So we're looking at 76, partly cloudy, a little bit of a breeze. So that's really just ideal theme park weather. It's going to be really nice to be able to get out and enjoy that. However, if we look forward to the rest of the week, Wednesday is probably not going to be your day to be going out and looking at Busch Gardens. It might be more of an inside day like we're seeing across most of the country, most of the southeast. So we're having that rain come through on Wednesday. And then you can see on Thursday it's going to be another clear day, but those temperatures are dropping, so our high is only going to be 63. So if you want to go Tuesday or Thursday, it really depends on if you like that warm weather or maybe a little bit cooler. I know personally,
I would definitely be liking that cooler weather at 63. I think that's the perfect weather to be outside, just kind of enjoying the area. But in general, our temperatures that we're seeing are really basically exactly our averages that we see for this time of year. So there's nothing out of the usual. Luckily, it is not like our low, 34. That is definitely not the time where you want to be getting outside, especially in Tampa. So we're really just seeing those average temperatures. But if you do decide to go tomorrow to beat the rain, you can see that when it starts in the morning, when you may be getting up, getting ready to go, it's going to be pretty chilly, so 52. Well, we're warming up pretty quickly, so by noon, it's going to be 68, and then 6 p.m. reaching a high of around 71. So it's just going to be a really beautiful day to get out there. You can see no chance of rain throughout the entire day. And again, you can just see no rain happening right now on our radar. It's looking really, really clear. But Busch Gardens is a really cool place to go visit if you want to go visit, especially with this nice weather that we're going to be seeing. So there are over 200 species of animals that can be seen at the theme park. And the Iron Gwazi is a really cool roller coaster, but now we're going to take a look and see if those nice conditions are happening across the southeast.
Thanks, Jordan. Well, I'm happy to report that the weather all across the southeast is beautiful. As you can see, we just have a lot of blue skies, sun is setting, and as you can notice, there is not one cloud in sight, and that's because there is a lot of high pressure sitting over us here in the southeast now that that cold front has made its way through. Now here is the result of that cold front, some chillier temperatures, 52 in Jackson, 39 in Little Rock, 60 in Tallahassee, and look at that sunshine all across the area. Now these dew points, there is quite a stark difference between South Florida and the rest of the southeast. As you can see, we have 30 as our dew point in Tallahassee, and this is all because behind that cold front, we have a northerly wind. So we're definitely feeling a lot drier than we were last week here in Tallahassee, Nashville, and in Mississippi areas. But we do have some southerly winds in the Panhandle and in the peninsula of Florida, so they're feeling a slightly more muggy than us here in the Panhandle, but again, not too bad. Live radar shows really nothing on the screen at all. We are nice and dry, but things are going to change as we go into Wednesday. Take a look at this. We could have some cloud cover heading our way here in Florida and Georgia come tomorrow, and then on Tuesday night is when that rain from that front will start to make its way into Louisiana and Mississippi. Now here we have on Wednesday morning, overnight it will make its way through Alabama and then come towards us here in the Panhandle and across the Big Bend, and then after that in the afternoon on Wednesday, expect your rain chances in the peninsula of Florida. We'll be left with some cloud cover all day Wednesday into Thursday night, but after that we'll be left with some really dry dew points. Now here's this rainfall totals. Not expecting a whole lot of rain, not even an inch here in Tallahassee, just above an inch is expected in New Orleans by the next 7 days. Really, the Florida southern tip is really not expecting any rain at all. New Orleans, you can expect that rain chance to increase on Wednesday, where, like I said, 40% chance, but look at these lows dipping really low after that cold front makes its way through Thursday and Friday. Charlotte, you have a chance for some snow flurries on Wednesday and Thursday. And again, your lows are going to be really low into the 20s come Friday. Charlotte, Nashville, you're dealing with a very similar scenario. Wednesday, expect some snow flurries, but look at these single-digit lows. I would not want to be in Nashville on Friday. It will be sunny, though, so hopefully that's enough to keep you warm. Tonight's forecast is going to be chilly all across the area, even for you in Tampa. 53 as a Floridian is pretty chilly for me. 37 is our low tonight in Tallahassee, 31 in Montgomery, 30 in Little Rock, and tomorrow we'll be warming up just slightly. 68 will be our high in Tallahassee, 61 in Montgomery, 50 in Shreveport, but again, those rain chances will increase as we go into Wednesday. Now we're going to move things over with Jack to zoom out on the rest of the country.
Yes, and you can see it right now. Again, it's really cold conditions, and that's really what we have been watching. Look at this, -12 for you in Bismarck, -3 in Minneapolis. We're really starting to see these winter conditions because after all, again, it is winter. Current dew points overall very dry. Again, we have a little bit muggier for you in Miami, but again, overall the conditions are very dry. Make sure to have your chapstick you will definitely need it anywhere in the U.S. Current radar right now, we have a little bit of snow up for you in Nebraska. Again, they've just been getting a couple inches of snow. Again, a couple of showers going on for you in Vancouver and Portland. But overall, it's pretty dry. Again, we have a high that it's featured over out Florida, so really over our southeast coast. We have a nice high over there, but overall, again, not much weather on the full map. Again, relative humidity. This is what's causing the moisture for you in the Midwest. And then as we go up until Tornado Alley, again, you can see we have a little bit of moisture, and that's what allowing for the snow to occur. Again, a little bit of moisture is as always for you in Seattle and Washington. And again, dry, just like I talked about earlier, because we have that high that is sitting over the southeast. Again, now that we're talking about our 72-hour rainfall totals, again, nothing really that we're watching. New Orleans, again, like we talked about, you can see in the southeast, we do have some rain, nothing really to watch. Again, maybe 1 to 2 inches, but overall, nothing super worrisome. As we look into tomorrow's outlook, you can see we really just have, again, this is our temperature climate outlook. You can see it's going to be overly very warm for you. Washington, Oregon, California, and then now it's going to be colder than average for you all across the southeast and then going up into the New England coast. Again, last week we were looking at, or the last couple weeks we were looking at warmer than average, and now we're really starting to see these below average conditions. Tonight's temperatures, again, we're looking at, you can see Florida overall, super, super nice conditions. We have a little bit of thunderstorms, but overall that we'll be seeing by Wednesday evening that we have talked about earlier, but overall nothing really to worry about. And then overall everywhere else, you can see overall very dry conditions and nothing to worry about as well. And to tomorrow's temperatures, you can see our high point for you is in Miami, and then as we get a cooler point into Billings and Minnesota, that is our high temperatures tomorrow. That is crazy. -3 degrees. Us Floridians and here in Tallahassee are not used to having these temperatures below freezing. So I don't know about you guys, but I would hate to be stuck with that. And now I'm going to pass it over to the next person, and we are excited to see Alyssa. This is her first time being a weathercaster. I'm excited to hear what she has to say about FSU campus.
Hi, thank you. I'm very excited, and what a beautiful background we have all across Tallahassee's campus. We've got some beautiful setups for some amazing sunrises. Maybe you could take a walk around campus. It'll be quite nice to go and maybe catch some of the beautiful colors going around. Now, if you wanted to go to the res, maybe see that sunset over a lake. It's going to be sitting at 60 and mildly sunny, mostly sunny. As you can see, not really any clouds in the sky. But if you wanted to go to the pool tomorrow, we will see some warmer temperatures kind of as you go further out throughout the day. But there's the trade-off with you're not going to have as much sun. It's going to be kind of cloudy as the day progresses. Now, if you do want to go to the beach tomorrow, it will be quite cold, starting around 47. And then as the day progresses, it'll get a little bit warmer, but it won't go past 60. And but UV should not be an issue. It's going to stay quite nice if you're used to those cooler temperatures. Now, if you wanted the airport, if you had any family to kind of go pick up or any friends coming into town, there's nothing really stopping you, nothing that's going to delay the flight. It should just be a smooth pass, so maybe plan to get to the airport on time. And then if you had a dog you wanted to walk, I would stay away from walking your dog a little bit earlier in the morning, as it will be dark because the sun doesn't set until 7:15 or rise until 7:15, and it's going to be in the 30s. But as the day goes on until like around mid-morning, it's going to be really sunny, and you're going to have that temperature rise all the way up to 60. If you like the cold, if you have like a long-haired dog, they'll really appreciate the walk, the temperature out there. Now, for the very applicable part of our local, it's going to be not that humid, so our hair shouldn't be as curly or humid or react to the temperature as much. But if you do have something, it's something a little hairspray can't fix. Now, looking at the stargazing report, it will be nice and pretty. It's going to have some of the clouds kind of coming through, but for the most part, I'm sure Orion will be able to pass through, and it's going to maybe peek and look nice. Now for tonight, if you were wanting to go out, I would definitely wear a jacket, maybe something to cover up, because it will be quite cold, and it's only going to get colder. As we saw that tomorrow, it's going to be very, very chilly, and maybe bundle up. Maybe stay inside tonight, it's Monday. Now for tomorrow, it will be a little bit warmer than it was today. But you're going to see those clouds move in, but it's going to stay sunny a little bit in the morning and then partly cloudy as the day progresses. Now, Jack, come at us with what we have later on today.
Yes, thank you so much, Alyssa. And then right now, let's look at our weekday forecast. Again, we're going to have a very nice cold front going through. It's going to be 59 degrees for you on Wednesday, cooling off to 53 for you on Thursday. That rain is going to be exactly what we're starting to see next. And now, let's take a live look for you at Doak Campbell Stadium. 57 degrees and sunny. Again, a beautiful sunset that we're looking at. Just winds north at 6 miles per hour, but overall, some great evening plans. If you're going to go on a walk your dog, a nice evening run. I know I love to run. That's definitely what I would be doing. Our local radar right now, really not a shower that we're watching at all. Again, just a little bit of showers off the coast, but overall, a beautiful evening as we had tonight and into tomorrow. Our current temperatures, you can see it's going to be a little warmer for you in Tallahassee, but overall 52 is really nice. Nothing to worry about there. And as we go next, you can see we have our current dew points. Overall, it's in the 30s. I would really not worry about anything. Other than that, I would just grab a chapstick, put some Aquaphor on. You're definitely going to be using that right now. And to tonight's temperatures, it is 36 degrees. Again, really close to below freezing, but we are not yet there. Partly cloudy skies. Again, if I were you, I would make sure to go on a run now and not later tonight because it will be a really, really cold run or walk if you prefer to do that. Now on to tonight's forecast. Like we said, none of our places are actually below freezing, but we are above freezing everywhere. Again, 40 for you in Perry and then 44 for you in Apalachicola. That is going to be our warm point that we're looking at right now. Into the week ahead, like I said, I would not recommend going on a walk or on a run at 6 a.m. tomorrow because it will be very cold, 37 degrees. And again, if you're even on your walk to your 8 a.m., it's going to be probably around in those 40s degree temperatures. You're definitely not going to want that either. Our future radar and clouds, again, tomorrow we're just going to see some clouds, nothing super worrisome or anything like that, but we do have a cold front and low pressure system that will be coming through and causing some rain. Again, we're not really expecting any totals up to 1 to 2 inches overall, but just a couple, I would say ½ inch to 1 inch of rain. You can see it's going to clear out of our way, and then we're going to have great temperatures for you on Friday. Rain chances, like we talked about from this cold front and frontal system going through, 90% chance of Wednesday, but then going down on Thursday and Friday as we have another high pressure system crossing the east. And then Saturday into Sunday, we just have a little bit of rain chances, but nothing to worry about there. Tomorrow's forecast, you can see 70 degrees for you in Perry, 64 for you in Brainbridge. Again, some great temperatures because it is finally winter. I mean, it's always been winter, but we're now starting to see these winter conditions as we go ahead. Now the week ahead, like we talked about, Wednesday, 90% chance of rain like we talked about from the cold front. But now we're going to talk to Jordan and Alyssa, where they're going to finish off the show for us. Thank you.
Yeah, like we were talking about, I'm definitely excited for that cold front that's going to be moving through. Personally, I really like the cold weather, so I'm excited to be able to wear my sweatpants and a sweatshirt again.
Spoken like a true Georgia person, I am from Florida, so I am not particularly a fan of the cold, but I am just so looking forward to those warmer temperatures. Maybe around spring break we'll get them, but it's going to be quite nice.
Yes, I know. We've kind of been all over the place. We had that really cold, that snow, and then we got warm, and then it kind of tricked us, that warm, made us think that it was spring again, but no, we're going right back to that winter, especially when you see those temperatures Thursday. They might be in the lows and the below freezing, definitely getting cold again.
I saw that, and I was not wanting to knew I was not going to want to get out of bed that day. But yeah, but I just can't wait for it to bounce back in March and maybe April.
Yes, definitely. We're definitely getting closer to those warmer temperatures for sure. Hopefully this is our last cold snap. Who knows? This Florida weather definitely might be able to surprise us. You never know what's going to happen down here.
Right, exactly. And for that rain coming in, I know that studying, I have a couple midterms coming up, so I'm going to use that and abuse that, and it's going to be great. Going to get some good studying in.
Yes, I will definitely be finishing our lab.
Oh,
That's going to be
yes.
the perfect excuse to finish that up before it's due. But if you want to go ahead and follow us at FSU Weather on X,
Or on Facebook at FSU Weather.
then follow us on Instagram at FSU Weather.
And lastly, with YouTube, FSU Weather, where you're probably watching this now.
Yes, and then go ahead and follow us at FSU Weather on TikTok. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We're going to take one last look at the 7-day. Have a great evening.